Happy Friday, everybody. Anyway, happy Friday. It's evening time. I want to make a quick video before I even begin. I realized, dude, I don't know if this happens to everybody too, especially guys with like a comb over hairstyle. I naturally sleep to my right side, so my pillow pushes my hair up every night, pushes it up, right? I lay down, and I swear, I have gel products, I shower, and my hair still pops up. And it's doing that now, I think. Maybe I pushed it down, but you see some hair pops up. When I wake up, it's like a reverse cowlick. Like a cowlick, like a lick. So that's my problem right there, dude. All right. So that aside, one quick update on the hair. Even though I posted yesterday about it, I keep having more conversations about hair. Almost every day. Maybe I bring it up but it's still a conversation, And I've had more conversations this past month. No, like it's June right now, so May of I dyed my hair like mid-May. And I've had more conversations about hair and perspectives this past 3 weeks than I did in the last maybe 5-10 years. Like really interesting conversation, Especially hair. I don't think I ever shared it, but I was bald probably like 10 months, less than a year, because I was really tired of getting my hair cut. I was really tired of getting my hair cut and worrying about taking care of my hair. And what was interesting about that phase, I obviously saved a lot of money. It was like, you save like $50 every like month and a half, you know what I mean, for haircuts. You save on shampoo, you save on your shower time is cut in like a fraction, right? That's why the military shaves your head off, right? So anyway, my time with the bald hair, I had the least amount of female attention. All-time low. And I had the all-time high with guys making fun of my head. I was looking like Yakuza. I was looking like the Triads, the Asian gang members. I was looking like there was this superhero called Megamind. I didn't know about it. I guess everybody knew about it except me. And it's this big-headed genius guy who's like blue. And man, I didn't know what I was thinking, dude. Those were the days, right? So, what I want to get into very quick is I learned this quote about time spent with parents, right? So you could be with your parents or whatnot, and from between the ages of birth from birth to year 18, maybe 21, you've already spent 90 to 95% of the time you could have spent with them while alive. Right? And that hit home. That hits home because now, because that's a interesting fact, right? It's an almost fact where like the numbers are, give or take, whatever. And but the principle of you spending the most time, you've already spent as much time as you ever can with them between your developing years. You've already spent as much time as you can, and and knowing that, right? Knowing that reframes, it does something, realigns. That restructures how you want to spend your time, because I feel like, at least for me, I cannot speak on other people, but for me, what it's a hard thing. How to make the best out of your life, whatever that is, right? It's sharing these making important and meaningful moments with those you love. Let me see if I can change that up, because I that seemed to not make sense. Because really, at the end of the day, when the dust settles, or when you're really old or whatever, all you have is the relationships that you've developed, cultivated, maintained throughout your life. True story, right? All you have as you go through life, you're not gonna care, you're not gonna have those material things by your deathbed. You're not gonna have those things. What you will have are those who love you and those you loved. And hopefully those are the same page, on the same page. Because I really firmly believe that that's all you're gonna have. I wouldn't say I've been rich, but I basically grew up in a family business, and we've had a chain of family businesses, and I got to experience the life, what rewards you get for working so hard for 20 or 30 years as a family. And you get the big house, you get all this and that. But when it's kind of weird, but it ruined the family in a way. Okay? And what really remains through all that is your relationship. I don't know why I'm yawning. Oh man, maybe it's late for me or some shit. Yeah, it's probably late. I've been trying to wake up at 5:30 every morning. And it's the end of the week, so like my brain's telling myself, catch up on your sleep, catch up on get some rest. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Oh man, I hope this makes sense with the parents, because my parents are right now retired, and they're in Japan. They're traveling, they're traveling because they never left once they immigrated from Cambodia, they never left California at all, you know, for 30 years. And so I'm gonna wrap this wrap this together, like full circle it. So knowing that your parents won't be living forever, all right? You spent most of the time that you can spend with them already. It's already spent. It's already spent. If you're above 18, you've already spent a huge majority in the 90%, right? The 90% of time has already been spent. You can't get it back. And that, you can't not get it back. So knowing that, the remaining 10% or so, how do you structure your time, your energy, your attention, your resources to making the most? Because your parents raised you, whether you like it or not, right? So now as an adult, what can you do to enhance the already existing connection you have with them? You obviously don't want to ruin it, And obviously, I'm speaking from a person who has both their parents still together. I know that some people don't have their parents, split parents, one or the other. So I can only speak from my experience. Damn, you know what I realized? After a certain time, let's say after 9 p.m., right? Our brain is like in a box, right? And there's this that mechanical ball with the furry tail rolls around in it. And that's how my attention goes. But I'm going to see if I can wrap it up here. So knowing that, right? Knowing that you've spent most of the time you can with your parents or your loved ones. You could say your guardians or your loved ones, right? As long as you're above 18, right? Those who've helped raise you. What is it that what is it that you can do now? Give them a call, give them a text, don't piss them off, send them pictures, show them that you're thinking about them, And that's what I'm doing more actively, and it's making the world of difference, So that's what I want to share. That if you have your parents are still alive, right? If your parents are still alive, and you're above 18 or 21 or something like that, you've already spent most of your time that you could spend with them already. And it's sad, because when you grew up, all right, you always thought your parents were like superheroes or invincible, right? Or nothing can hurt them, they can go through anything. And to a degree that's true, but as you get older, right, nature takes its course, and you see the flaws, you see that they can suffer too. They forget things, they get hurt, this and that, right? Their parents, your parents pass, you see how it affects them, right? One of the biggest things in my life was seeing my mom cry over her mom's passing. And woo, it shook me, dude. It was like, oh shoot, I've never seen that side of her, So the theme of this video I want to circle back to is, how do you spend your time while balancing what you want to do? How do you balance that with you know, how you spend your time for or with those who love, the loved ones. How do you, and they're not always in agreement. So I'm thinking about that every day. I'm gonna see if I can dig deep further into this because it is. I guess it's a personal struggle. It's a personal struggle. Um, I might be the only one facing it. No, actually, I don't know. Take that back. No, there's other people facing it. And for some reason, there's no playbook on this. You know, what if there's something that you want to do versus like what is it that your parents want you to do? You know, and how do you maneuver through that? You know, because you want to make yourself happy, but you also want to make your parents happy. So, so I feel like I'm under a hourglass. You know, the sand hourglass, the sand, the time glass. Right, you flip it. It's constantly flowing, right? And I always facing these things with, you know, am I doing the right thing? Is this what I want to do? You know, these doubts. And I'm sure that's with everybody, but for me personally, it's always a challenge every day. Because I can easily go back to my family business, dry cleaning business, right? Just like my brother, older brother, and continue on the legacy, right? Or I can branch out, which I'm doing right now, and doing my own thing. And still with the hourglass and the sand hourglass, it's like a burning candle, you know. And it's a constant reminder. Like if I could get a tattoo, it will be something about time, because I need that to be like burnt into my brain with a constant reminder that every ticking second of every day, you know, it's it's a it's an opportunity. It's a chance at something great. So I'm gonna end it there. I really love this topic. I'm gonna see if I can read more books about it, because uh, I want to see if there's other perspectives. That makes sense. I can ask like 1,000 people about what they think about time, but no, I don't want to talk to people who get high and just ramble. I need some people who are like scientific, a little smart. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm a little tired. Um, so I'm gonna be signing off now. Uh, I really enjoyed this video. It really helps me open up and go into topics that I wouldn't normally get to talk about or share at work or with friends or anything like that. So that was a little snippet of my brain. Hope it made sense, and that's it. Have a great night, guys. Later.